What it do? It's your boy DJ Marley Mar, the superstar, aka Hippie McGee. Welcome to the Social Go.
Mr. Cameron Rogers and his son, Justin Rogers, also known as JG1. What up, homie? What up, man? How you doing? How you feeling? Good. Welcome. Like, so I'm very, very appreciative that, y'all are here with us today. And, when you come and chill with the Ghost, man, you always a GOAT. So, we're looking forward to seeing y'all again and again. But like I said, once again, my name is D. Will, and this is BJ. So, Justin Rogers, JG1. How does it feel, man? You just recently graduated from high school, man. How does that feel?
It feels great. I was ready. I was ready to get out of high school. Once you reach that point to where you catch up on all your classes and reach that certain level, I feel like I was ready to go on college and go on to the next level.
Okay. Man, your mom and your pops, man, we all went to school together, man. Went to high school together. Two very intelligent and passionate people, man. Your father, I know academically, I know that you're going on another journey. So, academically, man, have you ever thought about where you want to go, like, life after football?
I always been into statistics and stats. So I have a dream of being on Wall Street, just going into stocks, investing in stocks and stuff like that.
What's up, hey man? So, what do you like? What do you know about stocks? Just give me a little bit of what you know about stocks, because I'm into that too. I'm into statistics too. So, tell me a little bit about it.
Obviously, I play quarterback, and playing quarterback, you got to be a risk taker. You can't just dink and dunk the ball down the field. So that's what I feel like stocks is about: taking risks, putting your money in investments, and just taking chances and stuff. So that was one of the things that interested me about stocks and statistics and stuff like that.
Oh man, that's an awesome analogy. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, Dad, I see you over there, man. Statistics. Your son, statistics. What do you think about that? I know you was big in statistics, man. You were very calculated, man. Where did this come from?
Well, man, his mother and I, we have a joint passion for math. We love numbers.
Okay.
Back when I was at Grambling State, I actually got certified with the IRS as a preparer, certified IRS tax preparer.
Okay.
So a little bit of math between mom and dad rubbed off on him.
Oh man, a family of numbers.
Family of numbers.
Oh wow.
Now, Justin, I noticed your let me see, you guys got 12, right? Okay. Are you a sneakerhead?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me your favorite number as far as Jordan goes. Now, are you strictly Jordan or are you?
I'm strictly Jordan.
Strictly Jordan.
Yeah.
What's your favorite number?
I either gotta go at 13s or 11s.
Okay.
That those two.
Now, when I'm gonna pick it, because I'm gonna get back to that in a little while.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you, man, what is your inspiration? Like, when you go on the field, man, what inspires you? What gets you motivated? What gets your motor going?
I wasn't born into how some people in these big houses and that kind of environment where their parents can just go buy them whatever car whenever they want it. I wasn't born into like a poverty-stricken environment, but I always wanted more. I always wanted to do more for my family. I don't feel like my parents should be working for the rest of their life. I always just wanted to help people, and playing sports can make you a lot of money. That's one of the ways I feel like I can help my family.
Okay. And what gets you hyped up before a game? What type of music? You listen to music to get motivated? What gets you hyped up?
Music. People doubt me. A lot of people doubted me when I was coming up. They didn't believe I could play the position I play now. So those words and those thoughts just going through my head, and just Meek Mill. It's probably Lil Wayne. That was probably my top two artists I like listening to before a game.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So you looking forward to You're looking forward to going to college and all that. How do you feel about that transition?
I feel great about it. This is what I've been preparing myself for throughout this whole journey. I'm graduating early, so I kind of get ahead of the curve. A lot of those guys, they get to school in May. I get there in January, so I get a couple extra months ahead of those guys. So I've been preparing myself for this, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. And Dad, how does it feel to have this star athlete of a child and to keep the pressure off of him and all of that? Can you kind of give other parents that have star athlete children to keep the pressure off of them and to keep them grounded and humbled and all of that? How does that play a part with you?
The secret ingredient for the success has been the church.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping God first. When we get up on Sunday mornings, we go to church. We don't watch Fox Sports or ESPN, we go to church.
Mm-hmm.
So we keep God first, and everything else falls in line after this. So the principle of keeping God first is the important thing, no matter if they 5-star, 3-star, 2-star, don't matter. Because ultimately, when they get to the highest level, it doesn't matter what you were in high school. It matters how you started. And humble beginnings with a church background, I believe is a success.
That's what's up, man.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Hey, Justin, okay. So, I'm going to go back to where we kind of started. I mean, I know you graduated early, so you're going to college early. I mean, are you prepared for the college experience? Man, you about to run into women. I mean, they're going to be coming from everywhere. Now, I know you've been on a lot of recruiting visits, and I mean, as far as distractions, I mean, how are you going to prepare yourself for that? You on your own, man. I mean, dad and mom, phone call away, but I mean, you're literally on your own, man. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a lone wolf. I feel like I can survive by myself, but I'm coming in with a lot of good recruits. So we'll form our own group, clique, or whatever you want to call it. So we'll be there for each other. And I'm not really a party person. I'm a homebody. I really don't like to get into all that. And I live by the motto, like Leonard Fournette said. He said either you can party for 4 years and work hard for the rest of your life, or work hard for 4 years and live life and just do whatever you want after that. So it's your choice, and I chose to just work hard for these 3 to 4 years and get it done.
Okay. Adversity. Do you know what that word means?
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with it.
Okay. Now, you've been through a lot on the field, a lot of success, milestones, records. Dealing with adversity, man, the injury. What was your first thought when you injured yourself?
I couldn't believe it. Like, some people, when they get hurt, they cry. And I didn't cry. I was just laying there like I couldn't believe it that I got hurt. When you play football, you have to play with the mentality that you're not going to get hurt. That's the only way you're going to play to your full capability. If you're coming out there scared and nervous, you won't play proper, or you won't play correct. So I always played with I played with God in my heart, so I always felt like I was covered by the stripes of Jesus, and I always felt covered. But injuries happen, there's nothing you can do about it. So when I first got hurt, it was kind of like a shock. It kind of like made me feel like I wasn't invincible anymore. But going to the hospital and all that stuff, it was tough. Realizing I wasn't gonna be able to play for the rest of the season. I mean, it was the first game of the season, so it was tough at the beginning. But my family was there for me. It was hard for them too. I know after my first surgery, I think my mom, she started crying. I couldn't really get out the bed. I was so sore and so tired from everything. So it was tough for us at the beginning, but now I'm back doing what I can do and just rehabbing everything, so it's fine.
Okay, so Dad and Justin as well, and you can answer this however you want to. As far as travel, now, like I said, recruiting visits. I mean, have you, on your recruiting visits, man, I mean, how's that experience in traveling, going to new cities, different environments? How was that for both of y'all?
Starting off, we've been doing this probably since Justin was the 7th grader.
Okay.
In the summertime, I would send him to camps like LSU, the Les Miles camp.
Okay.
And then I would tag along and travel with him.
Okay.
When we got to like the 9th grade level, we started the community college circuit. We was in over in Mississippi, because what people don't realize, people think you got to go to LSU to get LSU. Well, if you look on LSU roster, you're going to see some junior college kids. So LSU at them junior colleges too. Alabama at them junior colleges too. So we chose the community college route just to get out there to look at competition. And so when we stumbled into some of these bigger schools, Justin was performing at these camps. And I mean, the traveling, man, that's the easy part. Getting there, the hard part is the performance. That's where he jumps in.
Okay. We'll be right back with more Social Goats.
Get the maximum refund you deserve.
A present and future business service. Tax technology contacts make filing your taxes fast and easy.
Accurate, accredited, and affordable. Protection with peace of mind. Call Tax Technology Concepts now and secure your goals today. Call 318-995-4829.
Come join us March 3rd for Customer Appreciation Day. We will be offering a free platter of crawfish for anyone that files their taxes. See you then.
Welcome back. Before we went to the commercial break, Dad, Justin, I know you've been traveling since the 7th grade, different schools, man. Okay, we know you made a decision. We know where you're going. What was your top 5, man, in your mind that you already knew? These are one of the schools that I was going to go to. And Dad, after he answered that, what schools did you see that your son was a fit for, and what schools did you like?
Top 5, it was TCU, LSU, North Carolina, Tennessee, and it was a draw between either Oregon or probably maybe Florida State. Out of those two.
They didn't come after you?
Yeah, they did late. They were late.
Man, so. It's the greatest school ever, man. Man, what up, Dad? What's the deal, man? These trips, man. What did you think? What did you think your son was thinking? What schools you like?
I like North Carolina. I met Fedora. Justin and I, we flew up to North Carolina one weekend when his junior year, did an unofficial. We actually got a chance to go to the Duke and North Carolina basketball game. Not only was it Duke and North Carolina, but it was for the ACC championship. And guess who else was there? Michael Jordan himself. Jordan was actually at the building announcing that North Carolina was getting out of its contract with Adidas to come to Team Jordan. Justin walks out of the tunnel simultaneously with Jordan as they're introducing the players, and he's coming out to half court to announce that, North Carolina was coming to Team Jordan.
Did you know? Did you know that happened?
Yeah. They kind of told us. They told us that they had a big announcement, surprise for us, but they didn't tell us that Jordan was gonna be there, or they was announcing they were going to join.
Now, are you a fan? Like, I know you wear his shoes. I mean, super fan. This is everybody's like childhood idol, man. Yeah. Everybody could be Jordan. When you're on the court, who are you? I'm Jordan. I mean, how did you feel? I mean, you was in his presence. I mean, how did that feel?
It was something special. It's kind of like he changed the vibe of everything. It's like you get around him, and it's just something about him. I guess when you're actual GOAT, it's something about you that, it just lightened up the room.
Man, I mean,
I want to ask you something too, real quick. Because I know me and you both sneakerhead, and you got on the flu game. You know what inspired those shoes?
He was sick. Flu game, he played it.
I know you. Was he even born when that game was?
No.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I done watched it. Yeah,
it was a huge inspiration behind that game, man. That's a special shoe. Go ahead. That's quick. I hate that.
Okay, but I mean, like you said about Jordan, man, that could be you one day. Have you ever thought about that you can inspire and change lives? Like, you're doing it right now, man. I mean, what can you tell other youth and people your age and below? I mean, how about preparation? I mean, what can they do to get to that point where they can actually have a chance? Because we know there's athletes out there, man, being seen that, they're not getting that same opportunity. But I mean, what can they do? What can you say to the people to kind of give them like some motivation? Other kids, what can they do? Work ethic, train.
Like my dad said, I don't push anybody to believe a certain thing, but God first, work hard. I don't want to sound like stereotypical, but those are the honest and true keys to success. If you work hard, just put your head down and just work hard. A lot of the stuff will take care of itself. Try to control your image. Make sure your image is clean. A lot of people tend to follow you if they know that you're not gonna make wrong decisions or just really stay focused. Those are the big key things and the main things that you need to do.
Okay.
Life is like a resume. Watch what you put out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, people are always watching, man. Now, heard a little information, like say we the ghosts, man. We always seeking information, knowledge to give people, daily. Like the meaning of social ghosts is socially getting others aware today successfully. So we do a lot of little snooping. And, it's a little bug, we heard Dad, we're talking about some charitable things going on in the city. I want you to bring that to light, Dad. I mean, what's going on, man? What you got? What you working on?
One of the things that we did was Justin had a senior project at Parkway.
Okay.
It was mentored by the Restoration Crisis Center, which is at 6808 Jefferson Page Road. They are an organization that shelters women and children that have been adversely affected by domestic violence. So you've been put in that situation, you don't have anywhere to go. You can contact the organization, Restoration Crisis Center, telephone number 525-9033. They're located at 6808 Jefferson Page Road. They actually have 10 suites where you can actually be housed and taken care of while you go through the ordeal.
Okay, now is there anything that you can tell the people as far as maybe a website that they can go to, or is there anywhere that they can get information for this particular the shelters or anything like that?
One of the sites is it's an affiliation through Christ Center Church.
Okay.
So ChristCenterChurch.org is a website, and you can click on the Restoration Crisis Center and go into the portal where it has the domestic violence counseling.
Okay. So, Dad, what do you feel about, I know I made a comment about, like other athletes maybe needing motivation or not getting enough exposure for colleges. I mean, what you think about that, man? What you think could be done?
Well, one of the things, primarily, a lot of coaches, they need to pick up the phone. When you have a kid, doesn't matter if he runs a 4.3 in the 40, but if he has some sort of potential, maybe he's not LSU, maybe he's not TCU, but what's wrong with Louisiana Tech? What's wrong with picking up the phone and calling University of Louisiana at Monroe and telling them about this kid? Getting them to play football is one thing for Friday nights, but helping that young man be the first in his family to go to college is something else. In addition to you being an educator yourself, we should all be obligated to do.
Okay. So is there anything that that you're working on? I know that we've kind of talked, you
working on the Unsigned Combine project, joint venture with Coach Prue over at Harbor Fair, located off of Juella, over there where the old Fox studio is.
Okay.
The old skating ring. We're working on a project at the end of January where unsigned seniors can come in, do a combine in front of about 10, maybe 15 local area schools, some out of East Texas, Louisiana, Southern Arkansas. We even getting some hints about Southeast Oklahoma, even Mississippi, some community colleges that are going to be there to scout kids. Hey, got to bring your unofficial transcript to get in the door. It's free of charge, but you got to have that unofficial transcript to get in the door. One of the things people don't realize, people know about Justin's arm, know about the records. People don't understand that in order to get in Texas Christian University, Justin had to go through admission first.
Right.
He couldn't sign that letter of intent if he didn't get approved academically. GPA 3.14, graduated a full semester early. Hey, gotta get those books.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Now, as a culture, man, what do you think is adding on to what you said, man? What can we do to bring our culture together? I mean, what can we do to actually get everyone on that level playing field, to get them there, man? What opportunities? What can we do?
Collectively, we have to take advantage of our resources. One of the resources that we have that we don't use is the library. Believe it or not, a library can take a kid out of Allendale to Parish Friends. A kid in Motown can go to London, England through the library. Justin, when he was a small kid, Downtown Library had this program where on Sundays they would do story time. For the same books that are in Harvard, the vehicle is the library. We don't need no new entitlement programs. We don't need a grant. We just have to make a better use of the services that we have, primarily the library, because the library is available in every neighborhood. The Cooper Road has a library. Motown has a library. Lakeside and Allendale has a library. Get that library card. You can check out books for free. You can check out DVDs and CDs for free. It's no excuse to have a kid struggling with math, when math made easy is available free at the library, all you gotta do is put it in the DVD player.
Mm-hmm.
The library, simple as that. The library.
Hey, make sure y'all get what he's saying. The library is very important. It's critical to everyone's future, and especially our young ones. I mean, if we can get them in the library, like Mr. Rogers said, I mean, we can make a difference. We can make an impact. You know, we can bring everybody up to this level. I mean, we can do it. We got to work together.
Just think of it like this. How can some people come from another country, can't speak English, and still be successful? The library. Do you understand that you can take a computer in the library, have something that's in a whole totally different language, select it, and encode it into English or encode it into the language of origin that you want it to be?
Mm-hmm. They go in there and they study culture. And that's how they know when they get over here.
And you can do it at the library.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what's up.
I know personally, like for my age, or especially around the Shreveport Bossier area, it's a lot of hatred. It's a lot of people that succeed, and instead of everybody that's not on their level yet trying to get to their level, they'd rather just hate on him or try to bring them down or tear them down. I mean, I see it a lot with a lot of cats around here, especially with basketball. I tell a lot of people around here want to play basketball. Say a cat dropped 30 in the newspaper and everything. I see a lot of people trying to tear him down and just stuff like that. I know, especially in my age group, it's a lot of hatred. It's a lot of just people not wanting the best for other people. They'd rather hate and tear them down than support them. I know it's just through me and Terrence went to a lot of different camps and went to a lot of different places, and our name were in the newspaper and all this stuff. So people hated on us for no apparent reason. Like, we played basketball our junior season. People are trying to hurt us, clip us, take us out the air, do stuff like that just because of what we have accomplished and what we work hard for. That was one of the things I know that I feel like that has to change. Is people need to just stop hating and just get down and grind.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. How would you, how do you feel like you could change it? How do you feel like you can impact it? And then, how did that impact you when when people were doing that to you, and how did you deal with it?
You gotta just basically turn your shoulder to it. You can't really retaliate to it. A lot of people like to fight and do all that stuff. You can't. If you want your image to be clean and, like you said, keep your resume clean, you gotta just turn your shoulder to it. The way I feel like I can help it is talk about it. It's the only way I feel like I can help it. Is hatred is a mindset. So there's not a lot of things that you can just do to make somebody stop that. So just talk about it, bring awareness to it. That's about the only way I feel like I can change it.
And continue to be the role model that you are, because you're definitely a role model. Like you said, you inspire my child. And my child is a 4.0 student, all of that, and he's a big fan of yours. He know all your stats. He know everything about you. So, you being that athlete that you are, and not even just an athlete, just the person that you are, I think that goes a long way as far as all of our kids go. Absolutely. And we appreciate you for being who you are, and we appreciate your dad, man, for breeding that into you, your grandparents, everybody, because you're a great kid, man. You're a humble kid. Your attitude is awesome. I mean, it's an honor to have you on the show, bro. You and your father, it's an honor to have you on the show.
We're glad to be here.
Yeah, we really appreciate y'all. Justin mentioned Terrence. He mentioned Terrence Marshall Jr. That's who he's a reference to, and he signed with LSU. So hopefully we'll see him in the cave with the goats. But one thing I want to see, man, this is my Texas wall. And there's a TCU Sports Illustrated up there. Justin, I mean, can you see yourself on the cover of Sports Illustrated?
I mean, it's a goal. It's a dream. I'm kind of like one of the people that was to happen to me. It'd be so unreal that I couldn't even pay attention to it. Like, a lot of the accomplishments and stuff I get, if it be such a surreal moment that I don't even just take appreciation to it till months and months later. So if that was to happen to me, it'll just be a surreal moment. It'll be amazing.
Okay, now, man, since you walked in the door, man, we capture maturity. I mean, it's all over you, man, maturity. And then for your dad to co-sign and kind of, expound on your upbringing, man. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, this is not something, like you say, everybody's not given that talent. And I believe that's a talent too. It's a learned behavior. So, you're a product of your environment. And when I say your environment, I'm meaning your parents. And like say one thing like DJ was saying, that, continue to stay humble. And, also, your future, you control your future, man. And like I said, we looking forward to seeing big things from you, man. And like I said, when you come and chill with the ghost, man, you're always a ghost. And since you here, you at home. We're going to get you on the sticks. We got PlayStation 2s, PlayStation 3s. We got Nintendo, Super Nintendo. We got to get you on all of them, man. So we're going to have a name up here for you, Justin's L. You're going to have your own little list, the Roger section. You're going to come through. We're going to get you on all these video games. We got that basketball goal up there, man. We're going to be shooting on that goal. You're going to be in competition with the GOATs. And that's myself, BJ, and Marley Marl, the Superstar. We go, man, we coming at you, man. We go bring all the adversity that we can at you, man. And I know, before we close out, man, are you a big college football fan yourself?
Most definitely. Yeah.
Okay, Baker Mayfield. Okay, he got himself in some trouble. Some of the things he did, some of his antics on the field, and he's a Heisman Trophy winner. Now, I did start off with your maturity level. Now, when things happen, man, when you're in a moment, you're in a moment. Some things you just can't control or take back. I mean, when you're in certain situations, man, how can you carry yourself to kind of keep yourself grounded, man? Because everybody watching. When you walk out this door, you got people watching you. I mean, anywhere you go, man, how are you gonna find that place where you can just stay humble and keep yourself out of harm's way?
Just like a lot of stuff that I do, like I don't feel like it's enough. So I can go a game and throw for 500 passing yards and throw a pick. That pick is gonna negate all that. So I chase perfection knowing I'll never be perfect. So that's just one of the things I always try to do. If I go into a game, I want to be perfect knowing that it's impossible. So I'm never satisfied with anything that I do. Especially, I know my brother, he's probably the biggest on me when it comes to game and stats and all this stuff. So I can throw 7-8 touchdowns and he's still not satisfied. So it's just my family and how I am with myself. Nothing ever satisfies me, so I always be striving to be better. And like you were talking about Baker Mayfield, I love him. A lot of people don't like him, but I love him. There's not too many people that play with that same passion and that same love for the game. It's one of the things I share with him. A lot of the stuff that he does, he get himself in trouble with, a lot of the little antics and stuff like you said. You got to get away from some of that stuff, like you said, because everybody's watching. The only thing about it is if he was just a regular quarterback at another school and he did that, you would never know about it. It's just the fact that he's Baker Mayfield, he's the Heisman Trophy winner, and so many people look up to him and so many people watching. They put like kind of like they want you to have a fake image. They don't want you to be yourself. They want you to be this perfect person just because everybody's watching. You have all the media on you, but I mean, it's not real. Baker is one of the realest people I've watched. He's gonna tell you how it is. He's just gonna keep it real no matter what. So that's one of the reasons I like him.
Okay. And you know what? I was going to let you go, but Marley Marl, the Superstar, he wanted us to ask a question, and this is a question for both of you guys before we close this out. LeVar Ball. I know y'all familiar with LeVar Ball, the ball in the family. Okay, Dad. So this is where we come in with both of y'all. What do you think about LeVar Ball and his influence on his family?
LeVar Ball is organized chaos.
Okay.
He's lightning in a bottle. He doesn't want to conform to standards. He wants to break the mold. Of course, there's going to be controversy. But let me tell you something. That's how Nike started. That's how Reebok started. He's not trying to be with a brand. He's trying to be a brand.
Right.
So since he's breaking that mold, he's going to do things because you know what? 20 years ago, there was no social media.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now, if LeVar Ball does anything out of the ordinary, people in China know. What does that mean? People will click, tweet, follow him. Whether you know it or not, that's millions of dollars just off followers. That's millions of dollars just off advertisement. He's a businessman. He's not the traditional businessman, the suit and tie guy. He's after a brand. He's after his own brand. I didn't like him at first. I respect him now.
Man, I'm a very big fan of LeVar Ball, man. We actually had discussed. I'm a very big fan, man. Like I say, he's a great father, and and the reason why I asked that question because, like, you have your son. It's gonna always come to, a lot of youth don't have their fathers in their life. So I mean, it's really a big accomplishment. Justin has both of his parents.
Right.
So I mean, that stigma, the way LeVar is kind of with his parents, it may be something that may come to you naturally, and you're not even asking for it. So I mean, how do you handle it? I mean, your dad's there; he gonna have your back. He'll be your biggest supporter, biggest fan, protector, all of that. I mean, how you gonna handle that if the media is always at your dad and your dad's talking, this and that? I mean, how are you gonna handle it? I mean, how do you feel about it?
I mean, it's family over everything. So you're gonna stick with I know me personally, I'm gonna stick with my family no matter what. So no matter what him, my mom, my dad, whatever they say in the media, behind closed doors, I might tell them it's wrong, but in the media, I'm around with my family. So, and speaking on LeVar Ball, people don't like something that's different. So, like if you look at all the MLKs and the Rosa Parks, you remember them because they did something different. Like Rosa Parks chose not to sit on the back of the bus; she chose to sit in the front. So you remember those people because they're different. The great ones are different. It's something about them that's different. That's what makes people remember them. So that's one of the things about LeVar Ball. That's why people don't like him. I mean, he didn't follow the mold of like my dad said. Nike gave me this $4 million contract. I'm just gonna go sign with Nike. He started his own brand. His son, the youngest from LaMelo, he just set his own little record. The first high school athlete with his own signature shoe. So they're different. They're doing their own thing. And like I know when Lonzo played his first NBA game, I think he didn't do too well. And they was all on LeVar and Brock that and stuff, but he was just like, Big Baller Brand just went up 3% today, so we living good, we happy.
Right.
And I don't see like Lonzo has a G-Wagon, LaMelo has a Lambo, and how can you hate on that? Like, these cats are 16, 17, 18 years old. Like, how can you hate on that? So I'm always a fan of them. I support them.
So can we see your own brand coming soon?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I want to be different. So, I mean, it could happen. I'm not just one of those people that like to fall under the mold. So, yeah, it could happen.
So we ain't gonna see no like Timberland boot cleats or some type of comeback boot cleats, something like that.
Nah,
Polo cleats.
Yeah, if it happens, it happens. I mean,
speaking into existence.
Yeah.
Not Polo Association, a Polo Assassin.
Assignment, whatever.
Okay. Hey man. Hey man, like I said, we really appreciate you, man. Like, y'all always welcome, man. I know you coming back, and I know you coming back. Yeah. So, hey man, let's keep it going, man. We got your back 100. We gonna ride it out for you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And we want to thank you all. Is there any way? Dad has a line of backpacks. We didn't really get into that. I didn't get to get into it. Is there anything that you want to tell as far as the custom-made backpacks that we got going on?
Check me out on Instagram. Check me out on Facebook. Cameron Rogers. I'm putting things up on a weekly and a daily basis. Experimenting with some custom things. I got polo shirts. I got backpacks. I got some new things coming. I got some athletic wear coming. Just work with me. I'm just starting out. I'm learning how to do this, but I will get it there.
And the Social Ghost will support you 100%.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And Justin, I mean, we know you everywhere, man. How can someone, like, if a young kid wanted to get in contact with you, man, and maybe get some advice? I mean, is there any way that they can reach you social media wise, or even an email?
Social media _ Justin Rogers. It's JustinRogers. That's my social media name on this Instagram, Twitter, everything. You hit me, DM me. I try to I get a lot of those, so I try to talk to every kid back or hit them back when I can. So. Just hit me up and I'll give you whatever advice you need.
Man, I'm proud of you. I want to congratulate you. I hope you get your own signature Jordan shoe. That's before you get your own brand. I want you to have all of the, all of the retros and stuff like that. I want you to have all that again. I want you to get your own brand, man. But I'm proud of you, man. You're a great kid. I'm speaking it into existence that I know. Your future is bright, no matter what happens as far as sports goes or anything, your future is bright. God, education, man. Education, football is the last thing, man. I know Dad, I'm saying something that I probably even shouldn't be saying, but Dad probably already told you, so I don't even need to say that, but man, yeah, that's where it's at.
But I encourage people to say it because it's reinforcement.
That's right.
I love it. Dad is the foundation, and everybody else is everything in between and on
That's
top.
right. That's right.
So say it.
That's right.
God, family, education, football.
Hey, one more question I got to ask. Who was your favorite athlete? Or do you have more than one?
Favorite athlete? Is any like athlete period or a specific sport?
Any athlete.
I mean, you get more than one. I mean,
Yeah.
I like you said, Mayfield's passion. I'm a big fan of Watson. If you read his story, I mean, it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Going, he won a state championship working 2 jobs. His mom had tongue cancer, so she was in the hospital most of his junior season. So I'm a big fan of his story. LeBron, of course, he's one of my idols. Cam Newton always been one of my favorites growing up. I was a Durant in basketball. I was Durant, but I ain't like the move. I ain't like that. So I think I had to roll with Westbrook on that one, basketball wise, and I'm into baseball. So growing up, he was the Derek Jeter, A-Rod.
Okay. Hey, man, like I said, man, before y'all leave, man, when you come and chill with the Ghost, man, you got to leave with a gift, man. And, like, I want to present Dad, JG1. We have a customized Social Ghost T-shirt. Going to TCU, man. And
Colors on there.
The strong support
Appreciate
of domestic violence prevention.
Thank y'all. Appreciate that.
And we also have one for Dad.
Appreciate it,
Hey,
man. Appreciate it.
Y'all always social ghosts, brother.
Appreciate it,
you,
man.
man. We appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Social Ghost, you know how we roll, man. Every Tuesday, check us. You can't get these shirts anywhere on the street. You got to come on the show and kick it with the Ghost. Like I said, we're very, very happy. And it was a pleasure to have Mr. Rogers and JG1. We go, stay tuned. Every Tuesday, check us. Social Ghost. We out.